Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Forza Horizon 5 on the GTX 1050 Ti, 1650 Super, and RX 570. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So, yeah, I didn't get early access to the game. I didn't want to pay for the premium edition, but I wanted to play the game because Forza Horizon 3 and 4 are some of my favorite racing games of all time. How are you guys doing? Your volume was high. Well, yeah, you always say that, man. Keep your volume low. You never know what can pop up on the internet, if you know what I mean. Hey, Andrew Borges, Arif Shrabon, MGK, Metal Gear Kelly. What a good name. Yeah, just started. Doing alright. Glad to know. Is this stream just the beginning? Yeah, it is. It's just the beginning. Shaders, geometry are the two most demanding for me. Thanks for the heads up. We're starting though with high settings on 1080p. So give me one sec. One thing that is super impressive, at least in my opinion, FSR is here. FSR, ultra quality, balance, and performance. We're going to play with these later. Alright, now let's disable FSR. 1080p. Let's put long motion blur since we're going to be at 30 frames on high settings. And on the graphics, hang on, I'm going to be using a controller. Okay, so it's on the high setting. Let me enable night shadows. Those should never be missing on PC. MSAA disabled just for performance purposes. And I'm using a 1050 Ti. Apologies about that. There we go. So high settings, and we're going to be tweaking it later. But it's weird to not see a TAA option in a modern game. SSAO on high, why the hell is turned off? Okay, there we are. So at the very beginning of the game, here we go. Wish me luck. So high settings, 1080p. And so far, well, as you can see now, over 30 frames. This is the very beginning of the game. Let me get the cursor out of the way. Also terrain quality, okay, no worries. Yeah, similar to Forza Horizon 4 in that regard, good to know. I'm going to finish the prologue first to see if there's any surprises with the frame rate. And thank you Max hashtag for becoming an awesome supporter 2.0. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel directly. Hope you enjoyed the icon next to your name and the emojis that come with it. How are you doing? FSR is not supported, this game doesn't appear in the official FSR webpage. Oh, okay. So maybe it's an in-game solution they made that has the same names. Could be a thing. But let's not call it FSR. RIP 1050 Ti, why? It's 30 frames per second on high settings 1080p. Why F for the 1050 Ti? Doesn't make sense. MSI Afterburner doesn't work? No, it doesn't. Yeah, this is one of those games. It happened on Horizon 4 as well. It seems to be an anti-cheat solution going on there. In my opinion, at least, with, well, that's what's happening, in my opinion, happened with Horizon 4 after the demo was out. So yeah, I'm using the in-game FPS scanner and the Xbox Game Bar stats, so you can see all the usages and all the good stuff. RTX doesn't even work in-game. Yeah, ray tracing on this game is only in the Forza Vista mode, I think, so it's not an in-game solution. So yeah. Let's remove FSR from our preset. There we go. FSR is Fidelity Effect Super Resolution, but this game doesn't seem to have it. Whoa, what a nice car. So far in the Volcano, it was into the 30s, mid-30s. Oh, we're good. Into the mid-40s now. We're going to try 60 frames in a bit. Let me finish the intro, because that's important. Man, I'm terrible with fast cars. Yeah, it's doing a great job. To be a 1050 Ti, pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Although I see the aliasing. I wish this game had some sort of basic TAA. That would be nice. I guess it has FSR. Yeah, I mean the names of the options are the same as on AMD's FSR, but it doesn't seem to be official FSR. I don't know. Kinda weird. MSI Afterburner works for me. Are you playing the pirated copy or or the Xbox copy? Let me know. Maybe it works and I haven't tried it. Let me try that super quick. Let me see if Afterburner actually works. Let's see. Jingle area is the most demanding for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing so. Oh yeah, it works. What the hell? Okay. Never mind. Let me change. It does work. So I thought it didn't work. That's interesting. Maybe it was something with early access version, maybe. Maybe that had some sort of anti-cheat solution. That's weird. I like that. Nice. I can do my usual testing then. Thanks, guys. Are you playing with mouse and keyboard? No. Racing games, I play them with a controller. No doubt about it. Huh. Interesting. And to think... Sorry I doubted you, MSI Afterburner. Forgive my sins. There we go. Oh, dang it. Alright, that should do. Hate to sound like a broke record, but any hope for the 970 gang? Yeah, you should be fine, man. Random Gaming in HD made a test with the 970, and you can get good frames. Just lower those textures and you're good to go. Also, Xbox game bar, let me remove that from the screen. It's kind of pointless now. There we go. Will you test the new GTA Remastered? Yeah, on Thursday, which is the day it releases on PC. But of course, yeah, count me in. And the game looks great. This is cinematic right now, but when I start driving, it's the actual game. So it looks pretty good, in my opinion. It's running 70 to 80 frames on high on your 1650, makes sense, the X12, I know that. This music was made for the game, so it's fine. What do you mean? Oh, no, I have the streamer mode enabled, so don't worry guys, no copyright strikes on this one. Okay, yeah, definitely the jungle seems to be more demanding, with all the water and the trees there. Although I'm super happy to see that MSI Afterburner is working on this one. I was so worried about that. Especially the Game Pass PCs, €1, 3 months. Yeah, the first 3 months, pretty cheap. So yeah, I didn't want to buy the game really. To have a couple days of early access, I didn't think it was worth it, even if I'm a YouTuber. I don't know, I'd rather just play it on Game Pass. Which controller? I'm using a Series S controller here on PC. So I found it pretty comfortable so far. But so far so good. Also guys, does the gameplay look smooth? It's 30 frames, I know. But I feel it pretty smooth to control, despite being below 60. Where did you install the game? On an SSD. This game is on an SSD, yeah. Not the fastest SSD, it's an NVMe drive, but nothing incredible. I mean, it's one of the cheap NVMe drives. Play on low or high. This is high right now, and it's pretty impressive. Considering this is just a 1050 Ti, mind blown. Yeah, more than playable. Looks like the console experience. Yeah, I'd say maybe better visuals than on the console. But they always do such a good job with the intros to the Forza games. The Horizon series, I mean. They just drop you in and let you drive everything. And then you can start open worlding your way through it. So yeah, you can see many of the biomes. Let's see what comes now. Textures medium or high? High. The textures are on high. I tried to go for ultra textures, but it was over the VRAM limit. And well, here we go. More vehicles. Can you do FSR versus native? That's coming later. But FSR, I'm not sure if it's official. Sorry to be expanding, but Bright Memory Infinite releases on the 11th, not the 12th. No worries, I'll be doing GTA before Bright Memory Infinite, but thanks for the heads up, man. Let me see if I can get the camera... Whoa, that's rewind. No, I don't want to rewind. Heard that cards are easily unlocked, consoles me over the lack of challenges. Well, you can play whatever challenge that you want. I I'm guessing. So it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, there we go. I like my car to be farther away. Let's see the... Oh, first person is there. Although this is a game I will play just on third person. Yeah, there's even a reflection on the hood. Nice, like on Horizon 4. But personally, my choice for camera is a little bit far away. So yeah, great graphics, performance over 30 frames on a 1050 Ti nonetheless. So yeah, mind blown. Very good first impressions. Uses more than a gigabyte of RAM. But yeah, the cutscenes are at 30 frames. I really don't mind in this case because on the cutscenes you don't have any control over the game. And the cutscenes are videos. It's not in-game, some of the cutscenes. Jards Teens Perspectiva. How's it going, man? Hola, Shohan. Looks better than Forza Horizon 4 and performs well. Yeah, Forza Horizon 4 looks great either way. But I don't know, I like this landscape way better than the UK on Horizon 4. This feels more... I don't know, more fun, if that makes any sense. More colorful. Let's go! Okay, neat. Why my 570-bit lag in Forza Horizon 5? Maybe unlock frame rates. Once I target 60, some people are talking about stutter when going over 60 frames. Well, we're about to find out. I just wanted to go through the intro first, because if not, it resets the intro each time. It's because it's Mexico. Well, if movies are any indication of what Mexico is, it's orange. Always an orange tint. Let's be... It's funny because the game looks incredible, but then you got the you got the characters, and the characters feel 2 generations old. It's like they spent all the budget on cars, which makes sense. It's a racing game. But it's so weird that the character models are so bad. I don't know. Anyway, let's go Supra. Whatever. You're from Mexico? No, I'm from Uruguay.
Great.
Okay.
Personalized number plate.
Let's make our own. So, since I'm in South America, we're going to do a reference to Uruguay and Argentina. One sec. I gotta make that Horizon joke. Our Santiago plate, here we come. Is Horizon. If you live in Uruguay or Argentina, you know what I mean. It has to be Horizon.
The rest of your cars to the garage. Gives me a little more time with them.
What time is there at your end? It's 1:45 p.m. Brum brum. Yeah, Horizon. There we go.
Santiago, talk about making an entrance. I know you've just arrived, but our first
Okay,
showcase
set
is
route.
ready to
Let's
roll.
go. You use hard drive or SSD. What time is there at your end? 1:45. Okay, Supra. Let's enable MSAA. According to you guys, it doesn't affect performance much. We only get a small FPS hit, but at the same time, we need to restart the game. Oh, nice. We have menus for each of them. So I'm going to save the changes, and I gotta restart the game. So let's do that super quick. We restart the game, and this is 1080p high plus 2 times MSAA. Since this game is a shimmer infest without MSAA, and it's a tiny performance hit according to you guys. So yeah, will you be testing the new farming simulator? Well, I mean, farming simulator, never played it. Not sure why it's such a big thing. Maybe it's a meme that I'm not aware of. But I feel like it's like playing, I don't know, Euro Truck Simulator for me. Not sure if that's correct. Emadraco, in Game Pass. Guys, for the people wondering, I'm playing the Game Pass version. So don't worry. Come on. Will it be better if MSAA 2 times and FXAA off? FXAA makes it blurrier. Pax approximate anti-aliasing. Usually when you mix these two, it's the best way to do it. Sometimes some games have that broken, but let's keep it like this. Let's continue. So 1080p, high settings, 2 times MSAA. Yeah, my dog is barking in the background. Apologies about that. Sometimes, yeah, it's disappointing. I didn't raise him like that. Here we go. So yeah, considering the graphics card we're using, which should be below the minimum requirements, we're good, apparently. Usually when more cards are on screen is when it should drop, but yeah, I took a hit on VRAM with extreme settings, 1440p, even with 8 gigabytes. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, extreme settings, kind of a waste if you don't have a high-end PC. Alright. Okay. Yeah, much better. The edges now are way better. The shimmering is almost gone. I'm playing 1080p on a 4K display, but considering that, still looks good. It doesn't seem that much better looking than Horizon 4. Yeah, but it looks more detailed. Not sure if that makes any sense, but the vegetation and the overall scene looks better in my opinion. But at the same time, I know it's an artistic difference. So I'm not sure what will be different. Horizon 4 of course runs a lot better. Maybe because of the extra foliage, I'm guessing. Did he do 1650 Super yet? No, it's coming after this. Don't worry. Got you covered. Oh, look at that. Jit Price, best skill chain. I haven't beat him yet. What the hell happened? Are we going to test GTA Definitive Edition? Yeah, of course. Hell yeah. No doubt about it. That's coming on Thursday though. Gotta wait. Is the draw distance bad in this game? I haven't checked. Let me see once we start racing. I didn't pay attention to that. CPU i3-10100F. When will 1050 Ti and Ryzen 3 3200G arrive? I don't know, but it should be running basically the same. On the CPU side, it doesn't seem to be taxing at all. Performance issues? What do you mean? Oh, on the 2070 lowest settings, 1080 by 1920. What do you mean? Why are you playing on the lowest settings? Yeah, one thing that I discovered looking up in the internet is that above 60 frames this game stutters quite a bit, but since we're budget gamers, usually 60 frames is not always normal. We're going to try and get there. The thing is, if you have the frame rate unlocked, apparently it stutters quite a bit. We're going to be checking that out in a few minutes. Because it has a lot of options in the menu. The thing is, many of them require a restart, so that kinda sucks. Okay, 2070 on the lowest settings, you get a lot of stutter. Have you tried locking the frame rate to 60, Paradise Decay? Alright. It has awful textures and vegetation, trees and grass. Okay, the draw distance is okay. Although, yeah, I can see the foliage popping up into the distance there. On the high setting. Interesting. Still, it seemed to be more demanding in the jungle parts, like you guys said. I'm just trying to get over the first tutorials so I can get into other areas. Oh, motorbikes, nice. But overall, it seems to be 30 at its slowest and 50 at its best. So yeah. I'm doing the 1030 later, don't worry. I should have mods in my chat. It gets a little out of control. The spam will be 5 times worse with GTA, don't worry. With GTA, I'm going to be doing better moderation, without a doubt. I'm still very new to live streaming. Yeah, and the RAM usage is over 8 GB, which is not a surprise. I love that we're breaking havoc in the middle of the city, and nobody seems to care. But the textures are fine. Not sure what you mean by bad textures. Maybe because I'm on high textures, maybe? Yeah, I see that the draw distance of the trees is pretty poor. Yeah, I see that. 1680 by 1050 should run a little bit better than this. Closer to 900p. Textures pop in and draw distance. Oh, in city areas, gotcha. Curious if GTA Definitive will support modding since it's Unreal Engine 4. Yeah, should be fine. That's what has me the most excited actually for the GTA trilogy. That it's Unreal, so people should be pretty familiar with modding on Unreal Engine. So yeah. Oh, I thought he died. Okay. He's just on a wingsuit. Here we come. Another cinematic. Just Cause, yeah, exactly. Just like Just Cause. I thought he died, but no. He just was showing off. Oh, okay. On Ultra textures, there's a pop-in issue. No worries, I'm not playing on Ultra, so should be safe. But thanks for the heads up.
What a race! Oh, that was incredible!
Excellent.
Thank you from Horizon. You can keep the car.
The car I'm never going to use. Thanks for the unlock. Okay, it's time to do 60 frames, I think. Forza or Rise Republic, Forza without a doubt. Doesn't even compare. Tom Clancy's Forza Horizon. Tom Clancy's Fortnite. I love that when you guys said that. Okay, hang on. Let's tweak the settings a little bit. So we're on 1080p. Let's see if ultra quality gives us a big boost. 48 frames now. Okay, from 48 to 55, that's a big boost. Let's try without FSR first. Not sure if it's actually FSR. Okay, so we can turn off shadows. Let's not do that. Let's put shadows on low. So we save the progress there. Motion blur, since we're using it, it's a racing game, it's on high. This will require me to restart the game, but the environment texture quality should stay on high. We have enough VRAM for that. The geometry quality, we should lower that. Let's put it on medium for now. We restart later. MSAA, we keep it on because if not, the game is a shimmer fest. Hi, any name, how are you doing? SSAO quality, we only have either high or off. Let's disable it for a few extra frames. Reflections on low. World car level of detail, this is the detail of the cars, except in ours, I think. So it's for the rest of the cars racing with you. This was a big boost in Horizon 3 and 5. Look at this, 59 frames on low, but on high we drop into the low 50s with this on high. So good boost. The full mobile terrain quality, let's put it on medium to have some deformation when going through mud or stuff like that. SSR quality, we lower it to medium. Screen space reflections. What else? Geometry, terrain, and shader quality. Okay, gotcha. So terrain and shaders. Shaders is the only thing missing. So we're doing medium to high, basically. The only thing on low would be the reflections and the world car level of detail. So let's restart the game. I call this mid-high to have an idea, a general idea on what's going on. So yeah, let's see. You're having terrible pop-in. Are you using ultra settings? Some people are saying that ultra settings has some issues. apparently. Okay, gotcha. Do you see mountains in the background? No, I haven't checked. I should check that out. Thanks for the heads up. What's my opinion on the 10100F? 4 Corsair threads for a good price. I think that's good. It's hard to keep 60s even on low. It usually drops in races with more cars. Gotcha. Micro stutters too. Yeah, I saw Random Gaming in HD talking about the micro stutter. So my solution for that would be a 60 frames per second cap, which shouldn't be difficult to do. I have Yerba tuner right here. That's usually a good way to lock the frame rate, at least in my experience. But yeah, oh, also guys, on the Series X, is there a 120 frames mode or is 60 frames across the board? Because that would be interesting. That might be an engine limitation, I'm guessing. A little buggy right now. Okay, gotcha. Good thing that I didn't get the game early then. I would have liked to have a more buggy experience. Okay, so mid-high, 2 times MSAA.
I've had a few requests come in, both in need of a talented driver.
Yeah,
Care to take a
let's
look?
go.
My friend Carmen is looking to photograph
100%
some storms in the
CPU?
area,
Yeah, it makes
and
sense.
she's
It was
asked
loading
for
the
a
game.
driver with strong off-road skills.
Yeah,
And
Helly,
hundreds
please,
requested
let me
a
go.
driver to help her search for a
Let me
long-lost
go.
Focho.
I wanna drive.
Time before the next big event. Who should we contact first?
Yeah, there is a 30 frames per second mode with quality mode enabled, 60 with performance mode. Gotcha. Thanks for the heads
You
up.
sure we can make the schedule work? I can come back for the other one later.
Yeah, I wouldn't be much good at my job otherwise, would I?
Choose a Horizon story. No, I'm going into the jungle. Okay, it's a big map. Let's go this way. Gonna do eFootball 2022 for the memes? Yeah, sure. I might. Okay, let me show you once again the settings very quickly. So 1080p, long motion blur. Let's put it on short now that we're targeting 60. And on the graphics, we're doing high anisotropic filtering. This shouldn't matter for the performance. Low shadows, night shadows on because I like shadows at night from the headlights. The street lights and headlights and all that. Motion blur on high because it's a racing game. Textures on high because we have enough VRAM for that, as you can see. Environment geometry quality on medium. This is probably necessary to put it on low. MSAA 2 times because there's a lot of shimmering. SSAO disabled because there's no low setting for SSAO. Reflections on low. World cut level of detail on low because when there's a lot of cars, it drops frames. Deformable terrain on medium because if we disable it, there's no deformable terrain, there's no mud, no tracks in the mud. Some reflections, medium shaders, and particles on medium, basically. So medium to high settings, some stuff on low. And if this is not 60, we're trying FSR. It's crashing on many PCs. Yeah, I had a crash the first time I launched the game, not live. It was when I was playing on my own. And it was pretty jarring. But let's see, once we get into a race, right now I'm targeting 60, so I'm noticing what you guys were saying, the stutter when going over 60, and there's some popping into the distance. That seems more like a bug, really. Now that I'm seeing it. Yeah, some stuff kind of disappears and reappears. Hang on, my car.
You can
What the
use
hell?
your skill point here to unlock
Yeah, sure.
perks. Every car has its own
I hate when the game stops me from
unique
playing.
bonuses.
How does it run a 3400G? 3400G, what is it, 4 cores, 6 threads? Should be okay if your GPU is good enough. With the integrated graphics, it should still happen though. But I'm noticing those spikes in the frame time. Not sure if you guys can see that. But I'm getting spikes in the frame time that are very noticeable. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I understand what people on the internet were saying about the inconsistency. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, pretty noticeable. They need to fix that right away. Yeah, I'm going to cap it to 60. 1 second, guys. So, VSync on. 60 frames. And let's go. So, this will be 60 FPS VSync. Because again, there's stutter going on. Let's see if it still happens like this. Okay, yeah. A lot better, but still the frame time is a little bit spiky. But without a doubt, way smoother now. Which is funny because it was over 60 and it feels smoother now that it's locked at 60 frames. So yeah, not perfect, even locked at 60, but way better. Yeah, I can notice that pop in also. Will you try ultra settings 30 frames? I already tried 30, it was more a high setting card in my opinion. You can do ultra if you want to, but you need to lower those textures. So 60 frames, completely doable, as you can see. We're going to get into a race or something in order to make it more demanding, but the stutter is still there, despite the 60 frames lock. Yeah, pop in, yeah, I can see it, especially in those fields. But it still looks good. The thing is, they need to fix that stutter on the frame time. But this is medium to low, medium to high settings. A mix between medium and high. Still pretty good, considering the settings I'm using. Let's see, this is what I was looking for. Resolution scale has FSR-like settings. Gotcha, FSR-like settings, makes sense. So yeah, probably I can do a better job there. Jesus. I'm a terrible driver. I just want to go right here so I get more foliage on the screen. Really, same tree. Come on. Okay, thanks games. I don't think the game wants me to go there. Sí, Orlando, todo bien debería ir. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, very hard to control the car in this terrain. It doesn't move. So yeah, let's go. Do you have a car in real life? Yeah, but it's not mine. It's from my parents. Okay, there we go. Yeah, even with foliage close to the screen, it's fine. But the pop in is noticeable. Let's see, water. There we go. Okay. Now it's time to do an actual race. Can I fast travel back? Nope.
I'll help Carmen.
Roger that. I'll let Alejandro know you can.
Does it look good? Yeah, I think so. It does look good. The thing is that pop in and the frame time not consistent. I mean, I think I could do a better frame time with Yerba tuner. Let me try that out super quick.
Chased after a Mexican dust storm before?
No, but I get the feeling I'm about to.
That's a 30 frames cap, 60 frames cap. So I have a fast way to cap the frame rate. I made a shortcut to use Yerba tuner, so Yerba tuner 60 FPS cap enabled. For the people that do not know what Yerba tuner is, it's a program that is bundled in with Afterburner. It's this thing right here. Locking here with 260 usually fixes my frame time in all the games, so that's what I use it. So in combination with VSync, as you see here, VSync on, frame rate 60, short motion blur plus. I mix it between medium and high with some stuff on low. Should give you 60 frames. We'll see once cars start showing up in the races. Let's get the cursor on the screen. So as you can see now, the frame time is a lot better. So yeah, Yerba tuner is overpowered. Without a doubt. I don't know what developers are doing with the frame rate caps. But in this case, with Yerba tuner seems to fix the problems right away. I mean, look at that frame time. Yeah, some spikes here and there, but nothing like with the in-game FPS counter, with the in-game FPS limiter. ¿Qué dice Cristian? ¿Todo bien? So yeah, now the frame time is log 16.6. Some minor spikes. Let's go right into the storm with more cars on screen. I want to see if it can hold 60. 1440p, well, maybe later, we'll see. I might do a separate video covering more resolutions. The thing is, we're already 40 minutes in, and I've only done one graphics card, so... yeah, let's go through the beach. Easy peasy. Okay, there we go. In races I get less FPS. Okay, we're going for one. 8K 5 FPS, hell yeah. ¿Cuál es la tarjeta de video mínima para jugar al Forza nuevo? Y no sé, voy a probar mañana las de 2 GB, así que ahí vamos a ver. Is FSR in the game? Yeah. Although it doesn't seem to be official AMD FSR. It seems to be similar settings, but by the Forza devs. Which is interesting. But right now, I'm trying to avoid FSR, just trying to get 60 frames without touching the resolution. That's what I usually like to do, unless the game has pretty terrible options, but this one has a good variety of things to select. And visually still holds up pretty well. The thing is, if you go below the low setting, you're going to have a PS3 game, well, a PS2 game, very low. Yeah, when I get here with more people on screen and more cars, I do drop some frames. Well, let's get into the storm. FSR causes artifacting. It depends. If you go too aggressive with it, yeah, you can definitely see the artifacts, especially if you are on 1080p or below. But I think it's a good technology considering the performance improvement.
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's see, into the storm. Can we get a room tour? That's coming soon. Maybe on December, but it's not bad. Pretty good.
You're the driver everyone talks about. Haley's asked for pictures of all the cars at the festival. It's
Okay,
called
let's see.
Horizon Promo.
So this
And
game looks
honestly,
better on
you want
PC.
action
Well,
shots?
yeah, the PC
Fast
version will always have more options.
Let's go.
So yeah, but I don't know what the consoles use in comparison to the PC. Now I can only imagine how the 570 will run it. Yeah, the 570 is probably a high settings card on this game.
Better with a little drama. Let's head into the storm and find the perfect
Let's get into the
location.
storm. Alright. Okay, the storm doesn't seem to be demanding at all.
Okay, there's the turnoff. Some people believe mysterious things happen in storms like these.
So yeah, I want to play with more cars on screen, please. Please, game. Digital Foundry released a video today. Quality mode is basically maxed out on Series consoles. Okay, gotcha. So it's going to be interesting to test it on the Series S. I have a Series S right here with me.
I'll take any excuse to drive this car.
Also, the game is 100 gigabytes. That's insane. 100 gigs. So you need at least a 240 gigabytes SSD to play this. Feels like Forza Horizon 4 DLC. Yeah, it feels pretty similar. It feels like more of the same, but in a different location. Which, in my opinion, makes sense. If ain't broke, don't fix it. So personally, I'm happy to see that they are doing the same thing.
Over there, do you see it in the sun?
Photo mode? Sure. So I think in photo mode or Forza Vista there's ray tracing, but I do not know. Look at me. Take a photograph deep inside the storm. But why? Why would I do that?
Uy, this is increíble. The photos look
I'm getting low
great.
streaming bandwidth error with 1650 laptop. Maybe you're using textures on high, on ultra, I mean. Because in that case, yeah, I drop frames. Some FPS drop will happen with particle quality increase. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. I lowered those particles, so that's fine. Can you enable RTX in photo mode? I'm not seeing any option, really. No lo sé, Juan. Probablemente no.
Hey, Santiago.
100 gigabytes, yeah.
We've kicked
How
off
is it to be a games and graphics card performance tester? It's a lot of fun. We've been disconnected. Return to free roam to accept. Okay.
Think of them as
It already kicked me out of the server.
races, stunts, exploration,
Okay, finally there are
We'll
races.
be able to expand and kick off the next chapter
Let's
of
see.
the Horizon adventure.
Emerald Circuit.
So, what do you want to do first?
Okay, let's try this one. We need more cars on screen. It's a bug? What is a bug? Oh, the online servers thing? Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. It's day one, but at the same time, at least they don't kick me out like Call of Duty Vanguard. Can I increase texture quality? You can, but I don't recommend it. Going over the high preset for textures kills your frame rate. I mean, you'll be below 30 frames with ultra textures. Let's see, we need more cars on screen. Okay, new cars. Hell yeah. Okay, the same car I had in Forza Horizon 4. Good. I think it carried over, right? Is it the same car I had on Horizon 4? Oh no, 59 FPS, unplayable! Debería Johan, pero no sé. The next Forza Horizon game surely should take place in Tokyo. Maybe. I never been there, so can't say. Let's see, moment of truth. Okay, with more cars on screen it definitely drops, but it's fine. I might enable ultra quality resolution scaling and should be good. Maybe because I'm not in the city, maybe that's why. But it's running great with these settings. I think I found the best settings. Maybe. Still, it does stutter from time to time, even with my FPS lock. Okay, yeah, here it drops. But I mean, it's still over 50. I still consider that acceptable in my book. So yeah, if you don't mind, use this with ultra quality and you should be good. So yeah. It still drops into the 50s, yeah, but it's a 1050 Ti. I wasn't expecting much, really. So yeah, not bad at all. Cap it at 50? Nah, I'm good. 50, I'm not a fan. I mean, it's mostly 60. 50s is pretty rare, at least right now. Although I'm sure that in the city it's going to be worse. Yeah, here's where it drops. But that's probably because I also lowered the car level of detail. The car level of detail is on low, which I did in the previous Forza games, and there was a big difference with performance. I'm guessing that's because when car quality is pretty high, the reflections on the cars are also pretty good. Is a tad more colorful? Yeah, way more colorful than Horizon 4, without a doubt. I like this environment way better than Horizon 4. But that's because Horizon 4 is on the UK. Nothing against the UK, of course, but it always feels like pretty cold and wet. Kinda weird. And Mexico feels like super hot all the time. Well, there are deserts on Mexico, makes sense. There's volcanoes on Mexico as well. So yeah. Cap it to 40, yeah, sure. In a bit. But already, guys, the best settings I think is this one so far. If you want more stability, use ultra quality and resolution scaling and you should be good to go. Okay. Cap it to 3 frames. I'm going to do that just for the memes. Yo diría una mezcla entre ultra y alto, Vulture. Okay, I finished that race. Let's do the 3 FPS cap, just for the memes.
Big prizes and offer every time.
But personally, I will play it like this, medium to high, disable this SSAO, and you get basically lock 60s, some drops into the 50s, but that's about it. Okay, so let me show you again the best settings in my opinion. So in video options, 1080p, frame rate to 60, resolution scaling, put it on ultra quality. You get some extra softness, but you get a massive boost in performance. Motion blur on short, because we're playing at 60 frames. That makes the motion blur not being that distracting. Then on the graphics, let's save and continue. On the graphics, shadow quality, this feels like it will kill the frame rate, but let's keep it on high just because we have FSR running. We crank up the reflections a bit. The world car level of detail stays on low because the cars are everywhere. And as you can see, the shader quality on medium disables SSAO by default. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I cannot have shaders on medium with SSAO enabled at the same time. That's interesting. So yeah, this will be probably the settings I'll be using. And also a 60 frames cap on Yerba tuner, which makes it not stutter as much. If you max out settings with 30 frames plus controller replayable, I'm going to try that right after this. I bet finding the optimal settings didn't take much of a time after realizing the decent optimization. I mean, it didn't take long to find out because I played the previous titles. I played Horizon 3, that was a terrible PC version, stutters all over the place. Then Horizon 4 was way better in that front, but the name of the settings are the same, so it doesn't surprise me really. Is that motion blur in the menu? Seriously? Yeah, in a racing game, it makes a difference, trust me. Especially on this one, that it can be pretty subtle if you put it on short. Because there's a long and a short motion blur option. And again, this is one of the very rare cases when I recommend as a motion blur option. Because it's pretty subtle if you put it on short. I'm doing fine, Mr. Andrew. What about you, man? Yeah, I'm going to try Ultra after this. But let me get to that 60 frame per second target. So ultra quality scale. Okay, so that's a lot of names for settings. So again, what am I using? We're a little bit below 1080p. Let me see how it looks. Okay, no. Do not use ultra quality, guys. This game is not great. I can see, yeah, the blur is way worse. Definitely, this is not FSR. This is not FSR at all. Yeah, no. Screw that. So the best settings are the ones I showed you before this. Never mind. Let's go for the extreme preset. But now let's go ultra. Extreme is a little bit extreme. So we put this on high. Okay? Everything on ultra, but textures on high. So 1080p ultra, textures high. And that should do. Let's see if we can get 30 frames like that. Let me check that everything is cranked up to ultra. Again, accepting all the other things. Yeah, sure, ultra everything. Let's kill the GPU. It's going to explode. Help. Send help. Okay, here's the beginning of the end. I got a Ryzen 3 1200, 570, 16 gigs of RAM. Does it run at 60? I don't know. I gotta check the CPU usage when we're targeting 60. Ultra Horizon 5. Oh no, here we come. Let's destroy. Remove the MSAA. The thing here is MSAA seems to be absolutely necessary. Because without it, the game has shimmering all over it. Doesn't have any TAA solution, which is weird. On a Forza Horizon, hell yeah, Horizon. I love that. It's been a meme since Forza Horizon 4. Or like I said once, that I was very sleepy, Forza Horizon. Ultra motion blur, yeah, sure. We have a long motion blur at 30 frames, should be doable. Let me see if we can actually get 30 frames like this. Yeah, let's go, physics! Come on. Best setting for 1660. For 1660 I would say high settings. Maybe some stuff on ultra, but should be good to go. Okay. Alright. Ultra settings, high textures, because you know B-run. We seem to get in 30 frames, even with the reflective surfaces. So, nice. Good to know. Let's disable VSync. Bueno, saludos, Luciano. Hang on, VSync should be off. There we go. And long motion blur because, you know, 30 frames. Let's see, is it cinematic? Okay, it's not cinematic. But it's way better than I anticipated. Let's do another race. There has to be a race in a city. I mean, come on. Yeah, no, still haven't unlocked any of those. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's go. Maybe because it's nighttime, but we're going to be going.
Turn around when it is safe.
Turn around when it's safe to do so. It's never safe to do so. How did you get into night? Mine always stays on daytime. I do not know. I just restarted the game. Not sure why it's nighttime actually. Of course, guys, this is not the highest settings. The highest settings is extreme, and we do not touch extreme in this live stream. Yeah, I'm having fun, without a doubt. I mean, this is one of my most anticipated games this year.
You have arrived at your destination.
There we go. Okay, so it's daytime now. I'm going to use the Corvette. I already used the Supra, so let's go for the Corvette. Extreme cause VRAM issues. You're 3070. Okay, I'll stay away from extreme then. Let's go. 40 FPS on ultra when I've experienced. Yeah, it was on nighttime though, in the middle of the desert, so let's see now what happens once we get into an actual race. With the sun. This game feels smoother at 144 Hz. No, to me it wasn't like that, Theo. Okay, here we come. Yep, 30 frames. Even with cars on screen. Nice. Good job. So as long as you're not trying to be over 60, you should be easily getting the frame rates that you want. Just make sure to lock it to 60 if you're going to one of those numbers. How is it running so far? Pretty good. Better than I anticipated. The thing is, when you're trying to get 60s, you get some stutter when you're driving. But overall, completely fine. Ultra settings. I'm doing ultra settings with high textures. And it's been okay so far. Sí, no tengo idea, hijo, qué pasó ahí. La verdad que increíble. Oh man, I'm terrible at driving. Well, this car in this kind of road kinda makes sense, actually. Showing my skills. So yeah, the 1050 Ti can do it. The minimum requirements, as always, are not accurate. We can do way better. Even a Vega 8 GPU can do it, an iGPU. So yeah, nice to see that the 1050 Ti can still give us a decent experience. I mean, you can do 30 frames on ultra settings. That's way better than I anticipated, let's be honest. Yeah, the logo is over my face cam. Yeah, I know, it's pretty subtle. Sí, ahí voy, Bastián. Ahí voy. Yeah, I know, I gotta go to the jungle. The thing is, the races are not available there yet, at least for me. I like that at the beginning of the game, at least, you get to experience all those places. And we're 1 hour in, so I gotta wrap this up for the 1050 Ti. But we're going to do more resolutions once I do the video. But so far so good. Ultra settings with high textures, over 30 frames here, probably going to drop in the jungle, yeah. And if you want 60s, medium to high, with some stuff on low, makes it work pretty well. Yeah, the 3 FPS cap is coming. Allow me to finish the race first. There we go. I didn't win, but that's fine. I wasn't expecting to win the race. Okay, here we come. Alright, let's continue. Do you think the 1050 Ti will be able to run Elden Ring? Yeah, probably. I mean, as long as it's not a next-gen only title, you should be fine. Let's see, here's the jungle? Yeah. Okay, we're close to the jungle here. Let's go into the airfield.
And around when it is safe to do so.
That's probably where it's going to drop. It also drops here in the festival part. Winner, winner, Forza dinner. That's a good one. It's been a while since I heard the winner, winner thing. Sí, tal cual, Nacho. The built-in benchmark has a race in the city. Gotcha. I'm going to try that. Although, before that, let's do the 3 FPS cap. Just for the memes. I want 3 FPS. I said 3. There we go. The 3 FPS cap. Whoa. I love the 3 FPS cap. It means 333.3 milliseconds. Perfection. My eyes. Jesus. Yeah, the Xbox One S experience. Although I heard that on the Xbox is pretty good. And it has to be. It's a native title. Makes sense. I'm sorry about the dog in the background. I'm not good at racing dogs. Where can I download Riva Tuner? I need River Tuner. From the internet. You can look it up. Okay, here it comes, the jungle. Yeah, I can see the 1080p, it's a big limiting factor when it comes to foliage. The shimmering is pretty obvious.
400 yards.
So yeah, that's probably one thing for the next generation. I'm talking PS6 or Xbox Series X Part 2.
200 yards. Turn left.
Here we are.
200 yards.
Seems to be fine, even on the jungle. Yeah, I have a dog. Yeah, I have 2 dogs actually.
Turn left.
They are both equally annoying. But you know what they say, the dogs are the same as their owners. No way around it. Let's use a different car, let's use a Bronco. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks man, I appreciate that. It's a crashing part of the benchmarking. Oh, okay, I'm going to try that. Super quick, let me see if there's any drops in this part of this race. And we're getting there. No preloads for GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Okay, that's a bummer. Good thing I have fast internet, but those servers are going to be crashing down. Okay, I'll grab my popcorn for the 24 FPS. Okay, yeah, this is definitely more demanding, with more cars on screen. Let's see. Welcome to the jungle. Okay. Let's see, trees coming up. Yeah, it's fine. Let's try the benchmark tool, shall we? let's see. And after this we swap GPUs because we're going, well, it's getting a little bit long. It's been an hour and I haven't swapped GPUs yet. The music is bland because I have the streamer mode enabled. The streaming mode is no copyrighted music. That's why. That's kind of the problem. So yeah, I'm limited by broadcasting. Yeah, it's a record. I've never been an hour on one graphics card. So yeah, next one coming up is the 1650 Super. So that one's going to be easy to tweak, I'm guessing. I mean, it's like double the performance than this card, and it's more DX12 capable, so I think it's going to be okay. Did you get that job? I'm going to find out in a few days. Still waiting. One second. Okay, so also guys, the game does not have FSR. Okay, this is on the city. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Although we're still at 30 frames, crazily enough. Some drops below 30. But I mean, it's a 1050 Ti, I mean, come on. That's insane. You need mods. Yeah, I need. What kind of job did you apply for? PC technician. That's kind of what I'm good at. Yeah, I'm not seeing the spam. Oh, there you are. Thanks, guys. I don't know why the Nightbot is not doing. Even with the job, you will continue to do live streams? Yeah, of course. That means that I'll be able to afford games each and every time, instead of having to request them or buy them with my own money. So yeah, it will be very helpful, and I will be able to get more GPUs, so happy to do that. Yeah, in this case FSR is not FSR. It looks much blurrier. It seems to just be a resolution scaler. Doesn't seem to be FSR at all. It's way blurrier. FSR is blurry, yeah, but not that blurry. On this one I do not recommend it. Ah, gracias, Emma. Gracias. Oh. Good job with the job perspective, buddy. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so here are the settings used. I love that the game suggests low presets. So this is the preset I've been using, and as you can probably notice, average 34 frames. So a few drops below 30 at the very beginning with a lot of cars, but it did well. So yeah. Let's close the game, let's swap GPUs. So time to go for the 1650 Super. And I haven't gotten the job yet. I've just got 2 interviews. The third one, if I got selected, there will be a third interview. Not sure why so many interviews. Okay. 1650 Super. How do you like the game? Did you play it? Well, actually, I'm not feeling like I played the game yet. That's what I'm trying to get to grips to. I've been just looking at numbers. I mean, the playing the game thing is like automatic. What job? PC technician, like fixing computers, mostly, I mean, you go to a place, but you fix them remotely from the office. So, yeah, I gotta go somewhere to do so. But it would be good to have an extra over YouTube, because YouTube on its own, I cannot live on my own with only YouTube, unfortunately. That's some smooth swapping, hell yeah. Speedrun, any percentage. Yeah. Test Windows 9, working on it. Maybe they act like they were important. Oh, yeah, maybe. Or maybe not, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, 1650 Super. Let's try that out again. So Forza. Oh, no, do not overclock. Jesus. I don't want to break anything. It's true that motion blur, I get smooth gameplay. In this case, considering there's a lot of movement going on, there's two options for motion blur. One is short motion blur and the other one is long. The long one is usually for 30 frames, aim better at that experience. And the other one would be like short for the 60 FPS experience. Why not open up chat donations? Chat donations are there. Those are super chats. Using Game Pass? Yeah, Game Pass. This is directly from the Microsoft Store. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Alright, I removed the dog. Hang on. Gonna restart the capture card. Okay, now we should have audio. No, I do not beat the dogs. I just tell them, hey, go back inside. So yeah, don't worry. The dogs are fine. I just give them love. And sometimes you just gotta tell them, hey, go back inside. Alright. Not the dogs! Not the dogs! Dog stream when? Not today. Okay, let's go for the ultra preset. But again, textures on high. That's kind of the saving grace, I think. And thank you so much, Paradise TK, for the £2 donation. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel directly. Hope you're having a great day. He says, £2 to buy more river tuna. Hell yeah, river tuna. It's funny because I love fish, so thanks, man. I'll need it. Teen Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, a Wonderland one-shot adventure is free on the Epic Games Store until the 16th. Let's see. Let's check that out. It sounds like a BS game. Oh yeah. It is real. Okay. I'm going to make a video on that as soon as I finish this. Thanks, man. Thanks for the heads up. Guys, there's a free game on the Epic Games Store. Go check it out. Okay, good luck with the study, man. So guys, if you want to get the game for free, there's a game for free here. I don't know what is it about, but it's there. It's, what is this? Action adventure, multiplayer, single player, and co-op. Yeah, don't know what is it about, but there it is. It's compiling shaders, yeah. For the people wondering, yeah, the game is compiling shaders. So the game doesn't stutter, but it doesn't seem to do the job sometimes. Thanks, Xeon. I appreciate that. Have you got Tomb Raider and Control on Amazon Prime? I don't have Amazon Prime, so I don't get those games, but I already own them, so no worries. Is Borderlands on Acid? It just released, WTF. Oh yeah, what the hell? That's weird. No freaking way. It launched today and it's already free. And it's a shooter. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I might do a live stream checking that out. Yeah, it's a shooter. This is basically Borderlands 2.5. It's a Borderlands 2 DLC but made it into a standalone game. Oh, okay. Nice. He gave you an outfit and you don't have the game. That's hilarious. What new Borderlands title free? Yeah, but it's not new apparently. It seems to be just an expansion from Borderlands 2 made standalone. So again, for the curious, if you want to get that game for free, it's on the Epic Games Store. I'm going to claim it while we're here, because why not? A free game is a free game. I'm going to make a video on it, without a doubt. And tomorrow we're doing more Forza Horizon 5 as well. So yeah, while I wait for the shaders to compile, I can just redeem the game. There we go. It's now on my Epic library. Yeah, I think I'll just do a live stream checking that out. Borderlands 2 is a masterpiece, yeah, I agree. Too bad Borderlands 3 didn't live up to it. Assassin's Creed Chronicles is also free on the Ubisoft store. Okay. It's free game weekend. Free weekend. Ugh. It's free game season. I remember that they gave that away a million times. But let's see if that's all of them. Okay. The game finished loading. So let's continue. I made a dummy website using Google services for free too. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's a 4-hour DLC, but it's a free game. A free game is a free game, man. I just have Opera browser and it's telling me when a game is free. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember. Okay. So remember guys, we're using 1080p. Long motion blur. Let's put it on short because we're targeting 60. So short motion blur, 1080p. And on graphics, it's basically the ultra preset but high textures because only 4 gigs of VRAM. So that's basically it. It doesn't have anything else behind it really. So let's do first the benchmark mode. No, you know what? Let's drive a little bit and then we do the benchmark mode. Okay. Yeah, and the 60 frames per second stutter thing still going on. So it's not an issue with 1050 Ti. So yeah, my advice, like many people on the internet already said, cap this game to 60, enable VSync, and you should be good. Yeah, shouldn't be an issue after that. What a bummer though, it's so easy to be over 60. 59 FPS, oh no, unplayable. Let me double check if the music is on streamer mode. Yeah, it is. Oof. Close call. By the way, there's also FSR in this game. Yeah, it's not FSR. It's only resolution scaling. They kept the name that FSR uses, but doesn't seem to be official AMD FSR. Man, those stutters, Jesus Christ. Hang on. Let's enable VSync. And a 60 frames cap. So 6 FPS. We're going to cap to 60 with Riva Tuner for the people that like fish, such as me. There we go. So this is 1080p Ultra, textures on high. VSync plus 60 FPS cap Riva Tuner. Or Riva Tuner, I don't know how it is pronounced. Because the game stutters with unlocked frame rates for some reason. And thank you so much Andrew Borges for the 5 Brazilian reais donation. Thank you so much, man. He says here's a start to get yourself a 4090 Ti, lol. Yeah. 4090 Ti. I would need to buy a good power supply for that one. It'll catch on fire. Thank you so much, man, for the donation. I appreciate that. It's just funny. Okay, no way to say it correctly. Alright. Open for interpretation. Gotcha. Let's use... Sure, the legendary car. To have some VRAM, we'll have to run all textures on low and sub 1080p. We're going to try that tomorrow, probably. Or maybe today. It depends on how long I keep streaming this. But yeah. I can't wait to pay $3,000 for a 4090 Ti. Hell yeah. I feel like we're back into the GTX Titan cards. Let's go. Lamborghini Bikini, whatever that means. Okay, yeah, some drops here and there. Many cars on screen, you know how it goes. So yeah, maybe some stuff to medium, but overall seems pretty good. Still over 50. I didn't need to do much really, I only lowered those textures to high, kept the rest on ultra. Does it has fidelity effects support? No, it has a resolution scaler, but it's not fidelity effects apparently. It's an in-game solution. It's only seems to be a resolution scale with the FSR names applied to it. Because when I tried ultra quality, it looked very blurry, blurrier than FSR does in general. So yeah, they did a good job so far. The only thing, when you're targeting 60 or over 60, you're going to get some stutter. Yeah, this is a 1650 Super, guys. If you have a 1650, expect like 10 frames behind. On that one I would use medium settings probably. Horizon 4 ran way better? Yeah, of course. I mean, it's an older game. Makes complete sense. So yeah, Horizon 4, but Horizon 4 as far as I remember didn't have that 100 over 60 FPS stutter. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that game having that stutter. The one that had that issue, that it was way worse than here, Forza Horizon 3. I remember when that released on the PC, oh man, it was a disaster. And it still is, but at least it was on PC. The thing is, the frame times on that game, Horizon 3, oh man. It made me cry. Okay. Yeah, it has a lot of jagged edges, that's why I recommend 2x MSAA as a bare minimum on this one. If not, you get a lot of aliasing everywhere. It doesn't have TAA, which is weird. Usually modern games at least have an option for TAA. I think this game would really benefit from a TAA solution. Visually and on the performance side. Are you winning, son? I try, Dad. I try. I'm trying, Dad. Don't be so harsh on me. Imagine this in VR. Oh man. Now I'm excited. I would like to play this on VR with a wheel. In first person. A lot of puke-inducing experiences to be had. Horizon. Yep, I'm from Uruguay. Neighbor in Argentina, so Horizon makes complete sense. Said that there isn't TXAA. Yeah, it would be nice to have TAA. Okay, almost there. Clean racing. Yeah, sure, cool. Clean racing. Crashes into a house. Have you played Craft Game on Steam? No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. Bro, can you go to the forest? Yeah, I'm going to. Eventually. On the forest, it does drop frames. The thing is, when there's many cars on screen, plus the forest, that's kinda where it dies. Mostly the stutters happen when you run into stuff and break them. Yeah. And when there are many cars on screen. It's a Squid Game ripoff. Oh, okay. Gotcha. How do you like the game for now? It's fun. It feels like more Forza Horizon 4 in a different environment, which I'm super into because I love Forza Horizon 4. It's my top 1 driving game so far. Okay, neat. Let's get into the water. Okay, water is fine. I love that the car can still go. Come on, car, you got this. Even with trees close to the camera, seems to be fine. Some minor drops here and there. I gotta try the benchmark tool though. Whoa. Would you enter Squid Game if offered? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I know it's a Netflix stuff, but I never watched it. So I'm out of the loop on that one. I mean, if you tell me, hey, you know Squid Game? I'd say, no, I don't watch hentai, basically. So that's how out of the loop I am. Okay, not so bad. Yeah, let's go into the benchmark tool. Advanced options. Benchmark mode. Does the game look good at these settings? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I know. Shouldn't have said that word, but there I am. Are caps not allowed in the chat? If you do a lot of caps, well, no, they're not allowed. Too much caps, not allowed. So LOD issues are a bug. I don't know if it's a bug. I don't think it's a bug, honestly. I think that's a way to get better performance. But it would be nice to have an option to extend it further. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm working on getting this to work on VR. I got Forza Horizon 4 working. Oh, Paradise Decay. That's going to be nice. If it works in first person, that would be amazing. Try not to puke though. Maybe try extreme 30 frames per second. Yeah, although if I put it on extreme, I'll still have to lower those textures. But sure, after this I'm trying extreme. Is there any way to add music to the car radio? I have no clue on that one. How much is extreme prettier than ultra? Probably not much. Ultra geometry detail for no pop in. That sounds like something super demanding though. See? Okay. Into the 50s in the city with many cars. Kinda makes sense. At the start, okay, into the 40s. Let's see for how long it tests down there. I like that the benchmark tool is actually a stress test, finally. A game that does it right. Yeah, extreme is more to take pictures, yeah, I agree. Even with the textures on extreme, does it hit 30 though? No. Textures, when you go over the VRAM limit, especially in a DX12 title, you're going to get below 30 frames. You should find some good things for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I already did that last year. That game was very difficult to run. Not sure what happened to Ubisoft on that one. Oh, okay, I see. So you need to put textures on Ultra for Ultra geometry detail. That's a big no-no. I guess they made that so you don't put Ultra geometry on a lower-end GPU. I see. Same with shader detail. If you go below high shaders, it disables SSAO. 68% positive reviews, almost nice. Gracias, Gili. Sin manos. Okay, so average 54 FPS. Suggested preset high. I'm on the ultra preset, so yeah, makes sense. I recommend high. So on ultra settings with high textures and geometry, you can do over 50. If you want 60, it's probably high, makes more sense. So yeah, maybe on high. So yeah, probably high is the way to go on this one. And for extreme, let me see. Oh, okay. If I lower the environment textures to high, it doesn't allow me to do ultra geometry. So this should reduce the pop-in, but it requires a lot of video memory. Whatever, let's try extreme. Although, let's do extreme, but without the extreme textures. Let's just do extreme, because why not? So ultra textures and extreme and extreme. Yeah, let's go. I do not mind. Just for the memes, let's do it. I disable the FPS cap. And I'll disable the VSync thingy. So, frame rate, unlock please. Alright. And since I change something here, it's going to tell me, hey, restart the game, man. The hell is wrong with you? No, higher MSIA doesn't make sense. I just want to see if there is more detail into the distance. Let's see if extreme makes any worthy difference. I don't think so, probably. Probably better draw distance, but the performance difference is probably huge, so... Most of the time I would say, why bother? Alright. When is 570 coming? Right now. Right after this. Ultra and 30 FPS cap, Series S quality mode. Okay, interesting. Why don't you stream on Twitch? Because I don't like Twitch. Now, on Twitch, you don't have a... Unless you're a partner, you don't have a way for the audience to lower the resolution until you're a partner and they tell you, oh, you need to stream exclusively on Twitch, you cannot stream on YouTube at the same time. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't make sense. And I don't know, I'm just doing YouTube, so I'd rather stay in the same place. High? Yeah, I'm going to try high later in a separate video. This is more first impressions than anything else. Twitch has a lot of ads. Well, YouTube does as well. Okay, I can already see that, guys, the VRAM usage. Yep, there it is. Nice VRAM though. Nice VRAM. Yeah, as expected. But the emotes. Emotes. That's such a Twitch thing. Nah, emotes are good, but I'm not going to Twitch cause emotes. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, cinematic. As you can see, VRAM is the issue here. Look at that VRAM usage. And yeah, that's the reason why. The video memory is too low. If we had an 8GB 1650 Super, it would be easier to test this out, but we're limited by video memory on this one. Using Extreme, which makes sense. I mean, I'm just kind of sad that the draw distance is locked behind textures. That kind of bothers me. Ultra from Extreme minus 40 FPS. It's not strange because they force us to use more VRAM with the higher texture quality. So it makes sense that it's 40 frames behind. See that? Low video memory. 4.8 GB out of 3.3. So it's using more than 4 gigs, that's why. On Extreme, yeah. It's a VRAM eater. So this is basically the Xbox 360 experience. I feel right back in 2007. Yeah, VRAM is really important. Imagine, well, a 1063 gigs is probably screwed right now. So yeah. Let's try super quickly high settings. We swap GPUs. So high settings on the way. So high settings. And we swap to the 570. Which is right here at my side. Happy to see me. It uses almost 8 GB of VRAM with these settings. Gotcha. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, it makes complete sense. What I don't like is that the draw distance is tried to be matched with the texture quality. That kind of sucks. Maybe later, Batman, but thanks. Yeah, VRAM is super important. No worries, Devo, Levo, Bill. Whoa, that's a long name. How good will the 980 be in this game? In this game should be fine. I mean, a 1050 Ti can do 60 frames on a mix between low, medium, and high. So a 980 would be like what? Well, it should be close to this, actually. I would do medium to high on the 980. Should be pretty easy. It's a 4GB card, so just make sure to not put those textures over high, and you're good to go. Exactly, no atata. And thanks Alex Kane for becoming an awesome supporter 1.0. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel directly. I hope you enjoyed the icon next to your name and the emojis. I just updated the emojis. I made a 24 FPS emoji, a 0 FPS emoji, a 0p emoji. Kinda weird stuff that I made. But I think that the best setting so far, yeah, it's high. No doubts about it. Always over 60. Just lock it to 60 with VSync and you're good to go. I don't understand, every year there is a new game that runs every expensive card. Well, they try to push the limits, I guess. Although I've been playing games for 5 years on the 1050 Ti just fine. So 0p at 0 FPS, exactly. Those are the new emojis, yeah. That's why I got my 580 with 8 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, and people said back then when it released, oh no, 8 gigs of VRAM, it's too much, it doesn't matter, the card is not powerful enough to handle those 8 gigabytes. Look at that now. Those people were wrong. Same with the 4 gigabyte 1050 on the laptops. It's not powerful enough to use the 4 gigabytes. Yeah, no, that's absolute BS. You can absolutely use the 4 gigabytes. What is the most powerful card you ever owned? An RTX 2070 Super. I sold it to a friend because I wasn't using it at its maximum potential. Will you test 1050? Yeah, after this live stream we're doing another one tomorrow. They called me a madman. Okay. Oh, the draw distance is a bug. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the heads up. So guys, high settings on the 1650 Super, definitely the way to go. Average 68 frames. If you want to go higher, you can go for Ultra, but kind of a waste of time, I would say. So keep it like this, and you're good to go. So let's swap GPUs, shall we? Specs on your main PC, Ryzen 5 3600 and a GTX 1650 4GB. Swapping GPUs. 1 second. Now it's time for the 570. So, here it comes. There we go. Now I have to install the drivers, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Well, thanks, Alex Kane. I appreciate that, man. Didn't know you owned a 2070 Super before. You never streamed with that card? No, I haven't. I think it was a while back. I don't remember when. But I remember that I wanted money to buy another couple budget GPUs. Yeah, I wanted a 2060, so I sold the 2070 Super to a friend. Then, with the spare money, I got a 2060 and I bought some other budget card that I don't remember. But I remember it was quite a quite a swap I did there. I didn't need a 2070 Super. I mean, I rendered videos faster, but I was doing more live streams, so it didn't make sense. Bueno, Mariano, es un tema de costumbre. Yo lo hago todos los días. Bro, will the 6GB GTX Titan Black do well in this game? Yeah, it should be fine. Should be okay. I'll do maybe high settings. Is the game installed on an SSD? Yeah, SSD. I'm very fast. Yeah, it's my speedrun. I practice every day. RX 570 swap speedrun any percentage. World record. I play Forza Horizon 4 4K max at 60 frames on a 2060. How is the performance on Forza Horizon 5? I don't know exactly the difference in performance. Forza Horizon 5 runs worse, without a doubt. But the 2060, I mean, it should be an 1080p Ultra just fine. 4K, I don't know. But Ultra should be just fine for 60 frames. And thank you so much Limping Flame for the 40 Indian rupees donation. He says 2060 and Ryzen 5 3600 and it's 75C safe for GPU. 75C would be okay. It would be like the usual, at least for me. Because when it's very hot, the ambient temperature, I'm usually into 75 degrees on my GPU. So if you want it lower, increase the fan speed, but you get more noise, up to you. And then you also have undervolting. So if you don't mind undervolting the card, you can get good results. So yeah, I'm still installing drivers for the 570. I deleted the NVIDIA drivers first, so let's install that. What about the 1080 Ti? Can it do 4K? Yeah, 4K should be doable on a 1080 Ti. Although I'm not sure which settings. At that point, it's a little out of my knowledge. It's been a while since I had a 1080 Ti. It's been like 3 or 4 years. After all these FPS drops, console is the last option. I mean, for the price, the consoles are a good option right now. The thing is, if you want a PS5 or a Series X, good luck finding one at MSRP. But it's still cheaper than building a PC right now. We gotta wait. Wait until you game on a laptop and it reaches 90 degrees. Yeah, man. Laptops are crazy. GPUs can take well over 80 degrees Celsius. Yeah, should be okay. But 75 I think is a good middle ground. The thing is, sometimes it's more like a psychological thing. Oh no, it has to be below certain temperature. And I mean, it will lower the clock speed if it's getting too hot. So it won't die. You will just lose some frames here and there until it's cooler. Alright, let's do the minimum install because I don't use the recording software on this one. Okay, medium FSR, 60 frames lock in most parts. Thanks, Juan. I appreciate that. I undervolted my 2070 Super. Oh, with my guide. It runs 5 degrees lower. Nice. Awesome. Enjoy, man. You're playing Forza Horizon 5 with the 570 with all on high. Okay. Yeah, high settings appears to be the way to go on this card. It's close to the 1650 Super, so kind of makes sense. As long as the GPU will not get more than 90 degrees. Yeah, I used to have one. My GTX 450 ran at 90 degrees. I remember, good times. Until the fan broke and it was like into the 100 degree range and I had to, well, get another one. When will the price drop? I don't know. Nobody knows. I wish I knew. I could plan around it. But they are not dropping anytime soon. I'm guessing at least another year. At least. You have both the PS5 and Series X? Well, enjoy, man. You got everything. Oh. Let's connect to the internet. And I gotta use full RGB, so my capture card does the colors correctly. There we go. And there's a new driver, so let's wait for the driver to install. Can you try 8 GB RAM single channel? No, I'm not doing that. It's a waste of time. Do not use single channel. And if you're stuck with single channel, well, sorry, but you gotta do dual channel. Single channel has no place on computers nowadays. And by no place, I mean it shouldn't exist. Dual channel should be the default. So yeah, you'll lose performance. That's for sure. How many megabits per second Wi-Fi speed? I'm not using Wi-Fi, but my download speed is 500 megabits per second and my upload is 50. Do you have a different streaming PC? Yeah, I have a PC right here. Hang on. This is the streaming PC. Right here. That's what I use. So the other computer is just playing the game, basically. Yeah, just dual channel. Hi, TV Atraente. How are you doing, man? Yeah, I have a good internet because I work using the internet. So I spend most of my money on that. I have 100 download and 10 upload. Makes sense. It's more the usual, in my country at least. Messy setup? Yeah, but it works. That's all I need. Alright, almost there. Finishing the driver install. I use single channel memory on my Ryzen 2600. F's in the chat for you. F's in the chat for Carrot. Has single channel RAM. If you have a Christmas bonus, then buy SSDs and dual channel RAM. What is a Christmas bonus? There is no such a thing in my country. Alright. 570. Let's go. I'm guessing high settings. What is a good number for download and upload? The difference is at what speed you're going to download the game, basically. And the upload speed is or how much you can upload in a certain amount of time. I went from single channel to dual channel, got a nice FPS upgrade, yeah. Like it should be. Aguinaldo Christmas bonus, okay. Nice hero. That makes sense. Although Aguinaldo here is in August, I think. What happened? Why F? F because Carrot only has single channel on his PC. How? In 2021 there shouldn't be single channel. There should be a... man. Yeah, no. It's funny because many pre-builds have single channel. I guess they're saving some money because they're using only one module. But still, it's such a performance hit nowadays. Kinda crazy. Okay, so 1080p. What else? Okay, high setting. Let's start with the high setting. So 1080p high, it's my starting point, and it's probably going to be 60 frames. So here's hope. So 1080p. And graphics, the high preset but with neck shadows on. I'm just a neck shadows lover. And some FXAA, why not? I don't know why though, on the high preset, there's no SSAO. That's kinda weird. Let me see, super quick. Yeah, SSAO is turned off on the high preset. That's pretty weird. I'm going to enable it just because I like the effect. Let's continue. Yeah, the FPS menus is insane. Yeah. As usual. This is going to take a few minutes, so let us wait. How much FPS difference between 1650 and 1650 Super? 10%? Yeah, 10 to 15%. Maybe up to 20%. I'd say 15 as a... Yeah, 15% sounds about right, actually. I'm not forgetting you guys. I'm not getting to 1 million subs, so don't worry. That won't happen. That won't happen. Oh, Night Shadow disabled. I'm going to enable it again. Thanks for the heads up. Yeti Bordeaux Cloud. First time playing? No, it's the... I've been playing for around an hour and a half. Oh, Night Shadow disabled, yeah. Fixing that. Give me 1 sec. Waiting for the game to optimize for my PC. Yeah, one big issue with the game is the stutter. The stutter, oh man. When you go for 60 frames, just lock it to 60. Do yourself a favor. What card do you need if you play on? 1650 or 1650 Super. Between both of them. Does it do that optimizing thing every time you log on? No, it does it every time you swap GPUs, so it should be only a one-time thing. So yeah, don't worry. The first time you launch the game is going to do this, but then the rest of the times it's just going to launch right away. It's just compiling shaders so the game doesn't stutter. And if it stutters after this, imagine, I mean, if it stutters when going over 60, imagine if it didn't do this. It would be insane. SSD, Rioch. Guys, this game is installed on an SSD, by the way. SSD. Yeah, it's basically shader compilation, yeah. You got it right. $300 PC or Xbox Series S. Depends on what you play. What does the $300 PC have? Because it's difficult to get something similar to a Series S at that price. Depende del juego, Blue Lack. Depende del juego. Pero en general la 570. En cosas Unreal, las 1650 puede ganarle, pero como que están muy cerca. I have a feeling this game runs worse on AMD GPUs. Let's find out. I remember shading compiling on Horizon. That took a long time on a hard drive. Makes sense. And it takes longer on the AMD cards. On the Nvidia cards it takes time, but it's less time. This game okay on a hard drive? Yeah, but this optimizing for your PC will take longer, and the game will take longer to load, but yeah, we'll be fine. Fernando, yo creo que sí, pero igual le pondré algunas cosas en high para que agarre bien. Germán, podés hacerlo, pero no vas a ganar mucho rendimiento, honestamente. Ramírez, no tengo idea, me mataste ahí. No había visto que existía. My 570 does great in high settings, hit average 40 to 60. Makes sense. The only difference I made with the high preset is I enabled SSAO. Not sure why on high they disable it. Kinda weird. So yeah, we're still waiting. I sleep. You don't like anything below 60? Sorry to hear that. Ever thought about playing some multiplayer games with your YouTube subscribers? Yeah, I did sometimes. But I'm so far away in general from my subs that yeah, sometimes the ping is not worth it. Some races can take over a minute to load on a hard drive. Well, a minute is not bad. I mean, it's way worse than an SSD, but it still works. That's kind of the point. So yeah, makes complete sense. Still, a minute is way less than what I had on the PS2. The PS2 took a while to load stuff. Go make a coffee when you wait. Yeah, exactly. I have a coffee here, so not a big issue. Wait, you'll actually get in game? Yeah, I can. It's playable. More than playable, actually. Sí, tal cual. Want a convoy? Maybe later. I gotta get in and out of the game pretty often, so... How's the game? Pretty fun. More Forza Horizon 4. Okay, here we come. Okay, high settings. Although a little bit over high because, you know, SSAO. I gotta enable the next shadows as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, the RAM usage is definitely higher. So yeah, cheers and coffee, hell yeah. Are you going to try Ultra? Yeah, in a few. Allow me one sec. Let me enable those night shadows. So for the people that just joined us, there is 1080p short motion blur for the 60 FPS target, high settings with high SSAO and night shadows as well. So yeah. But I'm guessing that I'll have to lower some stuff. Whoa. Yeah, the stutters on the 570 are way worse. Use a small VRAM on the AMD card. What a bummer. Yeah, the stutters here are way worse than the Nvidia card. Come on, let's go! They didn't even load my license plate. My license plate has the wrong texture. Interesting. Oh, hang on. That's my capture card. My bad. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, that's because I'm recording on the other part. One sec. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's better. Apologies. Capture card weirdness. Sometimes that happens. Apologies about that. Okay, the license plate has a texture issue. That makes more sense now. Yeah, it was lagging like crazy. Yeah, my capture card does that. Can you test Cyberpunk? I already did it, so look it up on the channel. Cyberpunk is there and it keeps you going.
Hola, amiga. Discovering already, are you? That was an XP board.
Alright.
Horizon team have hit them all
F
over
for
Mexico.
Horizon license plate, yeah. The Horizon license plate is gone. Hang on. Can I fast travel back? No. I wish I could fast travel just to get there quicker. I mean, I know it's a driving game. But still, I want to go into the desert. Okay, so the 570 was having some issues when I launched the game with the VRAM usage. Yeah, reduced 2 atoms. So yeah, gotta go there. Let's go into the jungle, and then we do the city part with the benchmark tool. But I think just keeping it to the high preset with night shadows should do the job on this one. Ultra, I don't think it's a good idea on this one. The VRAM usage is way higher than on the video cards. The issue is that, well, it stutters when it's unlocked. So I'll probably just lock it to 60 like this with Reva Tuner and enable VSync. So let's do that. VSync on. What else? Night shadows on, and we disable SSAO since the high preset doesn't have SSAO for some reason. But in this game it seems to be pretty subtle. Okay, so Rivatuna or Rivatuner or how you guys want to call it. The GB version you can do Ultra, yeah, without a doubt. If you guys have the 8GB 570, do not worry, you can crank it up just fine. The thing is, if you run out of VRAM, well, you're screwed. Your frame rate will be terrible. Whoa, low video memory. Oh no! Don't show me that message again. Yeah, sometimes the game likes to do that. At least they allow you to turn that off. It used to be so annoying in Forza Horizon 3 and 4. At least on this one they warn you, but you can tell them, hey, stop warning me about VRAM, please. It's Riva, not Riva. I don't know the difference. Rivatuner, Rivatuner, Rivacina, 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 Rivachina. Oh no, I'm going to get cancelled now. I said the C word. Okay, yeah, high settings. The high preset appears to be fine, at least here. Yeah, at least they changed the sound of the Lambo. Yeah, true. Okay, let's do a quick race against some other. Let's use the Bronco. The Bronco. Yeah, the game tells you, hey, no, you cannot do that. There's no enough VRAM for that. Keep going. Yeah, on your PC at least you can say, hey, do not pay attention, just keep going. And I love that some of the reflective surfaces there are bugged. And the license plate is bugged. I'm not going to say that, Ayan Mishra, but I get the sentiments. Okay, let's go. Okay, more cars on screen, more GPU usage, makes sense. Let's see if it stays into the over 50, better said. But it seems to be fine this way. This is how I would probably play the game in real life. I just keep it on high, enable night shadows, and boom. 50 to 60. I don't need more than that. at least on the graphics cards that I test, 60 frames is more like a luxury. So this is pretty impressive. But they do need to fix those stutters when going over 60. Social credit score minus 10,000. I understood that reference. Oh my. I'm never going to travel to China, okay? I'm staying here in South America. So yeah, for me again, 60s with these GPUs, it's a luxury. So I think these are good numbers, personally. The only thing that bothers me are those micro stutters when going over 60, but I log it to 60 and I'm good to go. Is this game cross-platform? Yeah, it is. Cross-platform. Yeah, if you own it on Xbox, you have it on PC, and if you have it on PC, you own it on Xbox. If you have it on the Windows 10 store. If you buy it on Steam, I think you don't have it on the Xbox. So I think it is a Play Anywhere title, yeah. So, but it's also on Game Pass, so don't buy it. Just play on Game Pass. Once you get bored out of it, stop being a Game Pass subscriber, and you're good to go. So yeah, the 570 can do pretty good stuff here. After this, we're doing the benchmark tool. But I don't think increasing the graphics is necessary because, again, VRAM, we're really limited on VRAM, so imagine if we go higher. This is going to be on Game Pass. It is on Game Pass. It released today, actually. So if you have Game Pass, you can play it right now. It's available on Game Pass since around 13 hours ago, I think. So, yeah, it's already on Game Pass. I didn't buy the game. I'm just a Game Pass subscriber. So yeah, if you have Game Pass, enjoy. Okay, I'll try ultra settings once, don't worry, I'll get there. Before that, I want to run the benchmark tool and see how it runs. So give me 1 sec. But if you do ultra, just don't expect 60, expect 30. Yeah, 100 gigabytes. Yeah, if your internet is good enough, it should be there quick, but it's 100 gigs. So F's in the chat for people that have a slow internet. But at least you can keep it you can keep it downloading in the meantime. While you finish university, raise your kids, all that. Once that's all done, maybe Forza Horizon 5 is halfway through the download. Is GPU mining profitable? Depends on the country, really. In my country, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of power in my country. Yeah, I could try extreme with high texture. I would lower the texture to medium, really, in that case. Jesus, I feel attacked. Don't be. Don't feel like that, that's not the point. Any stutter because of VRAM? At the beginning. After playing a few minutes, it's fine.
Hey, Santiago.
I love that it says my name. What the hell? That's so weird.
We're all cheering for you.
I didn't select my name.
Thanks, Haley.
He said, "Hey, Santiago." How did she know? What the hell? That was weird. That caught me out of guard. Jesus. Yeah, we're doing ultra. Give me 1 sec. Let me unlock the frame rate first and foremost. There we go. Unlocked frame rate. Santiago blushes. Yeah. Let's do ultra, but we're lowering that texture quality to high, okay? Good. So ultra settings, high textures, because you guys requested it. Ultra. And high textures. And wish me luck. If this is not enough, we just lower the textures to medium and we're good. Yeah, that fixed Windows 10. How it runs today? What do you mean? I didn't read your previous comment. Disable motion blur? No, in a racing game I like motion blur. I like that it gives you the option for short or long motion blur. Short motion blur is pretty... It's pretty well done on this one, really. Sabe, Lucas. Dale, Maxi. Sos tan inteligente para esos chistes, Maxi. Oh, Dios. Sos un genio. Casi caigo. Far Cry 6 worth it? I'll get Far Cry 5 on a discount or Far Cry 3. Personally. Okay, unlock frame rate. Ultra settings and high textures. Let's try launching the game and see what happens. I'm guessing it's going to either run out of VRAM or be below 60. So yeah. Hi to me. There we go. Just run the benchmark 4K Ultra and I got 60 on the 2070 Super. Okay, nice. Makes sense. Enjoy, man. Sí, hablo español, Masi. Soy de Uruguay. O sea, los chistes más viejos del mundo mandaste. Hi T. That graphics is 4 GB, my 578 gigs. Will it throw me out? No, it should be fine with 8 GB. 45 plus FPS? Maybe. Let's find out.
Hey, Santiago.
Okay, never mind.
Well towards our first adventure.
Into the 40s, like Fraggy said.
Cheering for ya.
Neat.
Thanks, Haley.
So you can do ultra with high textures. Although that VRAM usage is going to spike up pretty high. Yeah, there we go. A VRAM usage spike. Come on, go. Finish loading those textures. Oh man, yeah, that VRAM though. The benchmark on the settings is more demanding. Yeah, I'm doing that. I just wanted to know if it launched. Because sometimes the benchmark launches but the game doesn't. And the other way around. So I wanted to get that out of the way first. Ugh. Need for Speed HIT or this, without a doubt. This is miles, kilometers, light years ahead of Need for Speed HIT. Nothing against Need for Speed. Need for Speed is my childhood. But Need for Speed HIT, well, nowhere close to Forza. Okay, is my car broken? Never mind, there we go. So if you're in the middle of nowhere like me, you're going to get high frames, but I gotta go to the benchmark mode. We're doing 2K and 4K later in a separate video because I'm already 2 hours in. But after a few minutes of loading, it seems to be fine. So yeah, I'm using ultra settings right now. So I'll just lock it to 30 like this. Let me show you. There we go. I'll just put it at 30 frames.
Here's where we track your accolades. Everything updates automatically based on what you've achieved.
So yeah, 30 frames. If you want to play at 30, enable VSync, lock it to 30 here, and lock it to 30 with Drive a Tuner. And you should be good. You should be getting lock 30. Like this. So let me change the status, 30 FPS cap. There we go. And there you go. That's your 30 frames settings. Although again, you can lower the settings pretty easily to high and get 60 frames. So I'll go for the 60 frames on this one. The thing is, 60 FPS you got earlier using high preset is not representative of the whole game. Yeah, the benchmark comes after this, Diego. First I wanted to do gameplay. The benchmark goes at the end and I'll do multiple presets. But I wanted to do first playing an actual race to see how it feels in the real thing. and then we do the benchmark too, so don't worry, we're getting there. It's just, I'm doing it in separate moments of the live stream. The benchmark will be to close the live stream, basically. So yeah, don't worry. What make console 30 look better than PC 60? It doesn't. When you do testing, increase RAM to 32 gigabytes? No, it won't, Antonio. Sorry to disappoint you. Is RX 5500 XT better than the 570? Yes, yes it is. It should be more like a 580. Let me change something super quick that I forgot. The motion blur should be long when I'm doing 30 frames. So long motion blur. So 30 frames feels a little bit better. It won't be magic, of course. But yeah, you can do it like this. If you want 30 frames, ultra settings, high textures. We get more than enough GPU power. And that should be like a console experience. You can go higher if you want to though. The thing is the VRAM. If you have the 8GB 570, you should be good to go. 8GB of RAM. I don't have dual channel with 8GB. So just as a recommendation, keep 8GB as the bare minimum. Over 8GB is basically the norm right now. So yeah, so far so good on the actual races. So let's go for the benchmark tool, shall we? So for the benchmark tool, we are disabling the frame rate. I love that the game allows you to lock it to 20 frames per second. Why would you do that? But it's nice to have the option. That's hilarious. Anyway, benchmark tool, let's go. So again, benchmark tool should be the worst case scenario, at least on this one. So we're going to be doing ultra settings, high textures, and then we do the optimal settings, quote unquote. What happened with Digital Foundry? What do you mean Digital Foundry down? Nah, it's a meme. Okay, it was a joke. That's hilarious. My heart skipped a beat there. Rumors we've been acquired by SpaceX are alas unfounded. Our YouTube channel was temporarily hijacked. Everything is in hand and we're recovering it. Sorry for the disruption. Okay. Digital Foundry is not down, only the YouTube channel. That's hilarious. Okay. Interesting. That's so weird. Well, good to know that it's under control. You said you were going to do 3 FPS cap. I already did it. I didn't say I was going to do it again. So, no. Yeah, it's real, but at the same time it's not real because they're recovering it, so... Digital Foundry is still alive. They probably have a backup since 2007 or something. Let's see. Ultra settings, high textures. It's using all the VRAM. It feels like I'm using Google Chrome right now. That's okay. I went to grab the drink and I guess I missed it. Yeah, you did. You did miss it. Too bad. Okay, so ultra settings, high textures appears to be okay for 30 frames. As you can see, this is way more demanding than the airport that I was running. But after you get out of the small town, you're good to go. Can undervolt make the game laggier? If you undervolt too low, the GPU won't have good numbers. You'll get more stutter. So yeah, so far so good. So if you want 30 frames, go for ultra. lower those textures to high, so you don't get over 4 gigs of VRAM, and you should be good. Advice, lock it at 30, personal preference in this case. But I mean, if you have the option to go for 60, just put it on high. There's not a huge difference. SSAO is missing on high, but it's pretty subtle in this game. And thank you so much, Dark Master, for the 6 MYR donation. Let me see again what MYR currency was. Malaysian ringgit. Well, thank you so much for the 6 Malaysian ringgit donation. Thank you so much, man. He says, great stream, super high viewer count, keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, it's a popular game, so a lot of people watching. Thank you, guys. So again, I appreciate the donation. On this one we got 42 FPS average, and we're using basically ultra settings with high textures. The game recommends medium. We're not going to pay attention to the game, we're going to put it on high. So there we go, high settings, but we're enabling night shadows, because why not? And let's try that again. So yeah, 1080p high, plus night shadows, because I think it adds a lot to the game, really, to have the headlight shadows and the other things. Yeah, if I had an 8GB 570, I would definitely be able to max out the game, or at least put it on ultra without tweaking those textures. Best looking racing game ever, yeah, but I mean, it looks great in my opinion. But at the same time, Forza Horizon 4 looked more visually consistent, if that makes any sense. Some parts of this game look a little bit barren, a little bit empty. But Horizon 4 did as well in some parts. So performance and visuals at the same time, I think they look pretty good. I would say the best looking racing game would be Gran Turismo. Yeah, Gran Turismo is a whole nother level, I think. But Gran Turismo tries to be photorealistic. This one tries to be nice to the eye, I would say. Hi, 1050 Ti 900p 60. Sí, debería, Gianluca, pero voy a hacer eso en un video aparte. Texture on Ultra is bugged. Okay, gotcha. Gran Turismo PC when? I don't know. Hopefully soon. Forza 4 or 5? Oh, you mean Horizon? I haven't played Forza Horizon 5 for a lot of time. It's been, what, 2 hours of gameplay? So I would say, so far Horizon 5 has me more hooked at the moment. But Horizon 4, when it was new, also had me hooked, so I would say both are great games so far. And as you can see on high, maybe it's due to the night shadows, but I'm getting below 60 on the city. So maybe medium. We're going to test it on the Xbox Series S. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do videos on the Xbox testing frame rates, but that'll take a few days because GTA is releasing on Thursday, so my bottleneck is GTA releasing on Thursday. The game says medium, please. When? Santiago. Hi, Dan. Yeah. The game says, please, medium settings, that's what I need to be optimal. Santiago, you meant high settings? Pfft, hits the table with an open hand. Yeah, medium is probably the way to go on this one. But you can do high if you want to. Mine is downloading, can't wait. Enjoy, man. Gentleman's Collection, enjoy. Yeah, it's 100 gigabytes, but it's worth the download, without a doubt. 6600 XT should be completely fine. Ultra settings, 60 frames, I'm guessing. You'll do the definitive edition of GTA? Yeah, on Thursday. That's why I'm not doing all the Forza videos right away. Can anyone else access Digital Foundry channel? No, I think it's gone for YouTube for a few minutes. What's the Digital Foundry? Well, okay, so on high settings it's an average of 54 FPS. The game recommends medium, so let's pay attention and do medium. We'll save and restart. Let's try medium. Yeah, no, the Digital Foundry YouTube page is down, but it's going to come back. They already said on Twitter. Yeah, the 580 should be more than enough, especially the 8GB variant. Bright memory onward got free upgrade to infinite, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, according to them, they said, hey, if you owned bright memory, you have bright memory infinite for free. I remember that. I remember that they said it, so I'll suppose. Anyway. Can it run okay on 750 Ti? We're going to try it tomorrow. Don't worry, we're getting there. 1080p medium. So this is what the game recommended us. I'm guessing it's going to be the best settings. Sí, Daniel, se puede, pero te recomiendo una placa Nvidia por el encoder NVENC. Could like Gigabyte handle extreme? Yeah, but it's not worth doing, in my opinion. You can do maybe extreme, but lower the textures to ultra, maybe. Una 580 de 8 GB, sí, en alto te da lo más bien. Yo lo pondría en ultra, en una 580. Pero si querés 60 FPS sin caídas, high, en alto. Saludo, Rami. Have you played Wreckfest? Yeah, I played Wreckfest since it was called Next Car Game. I remember that. So yeah, I played it for a while, but I'm disappointed on how they changed the destruction of the cars. It used to be way more destructive. Can you play Forza Horizon 5 with 560, RX 560? Yeah, should be fine. Okay, yeah, medium settings without a doubt. Yeah. Guys, if you have a 570 and 160, medium to high is probably the way to go. Unlike shadows, in this area at least, is too demanding. Félix, yo creo que sí, pero no 60 FPS. San Andreas on Game Pass Day 1, all I needed, same. Vi por ahí que en las ciudades los FPS se golpean bastante. Sí, es así. Pero no está tan mal. No es injugable. Sí, Jorge, tal cual. Yeah, some people are saying it worked better on the Nvidia cards, and I agree. I tend to agree, yeah. At least in this case, it is that way. Seems to run better on Nvidia cards. On the AMD cards, it has some, well, more VRAM usage, first of all, and it has some bugs with some textures, like the license plates. Instead of having letters, it has some black boxes. Kinda weird. So yeah. It seems to run better on Nvidia so far. Me, an Nvidia owner, phew. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's not that far off. It can still run just fine, but you need to lower the settings a little bit lower. So yeah. But still, it's not bad at all. Looks good. Looks good on medium. 63 FPS average. Not bad at all. The game still looks good, but looks a little bit better on high. Before leaving though, let me try custom settings. So my custom settings will be high settings. And what else? Night shadows off. And shaders on medium. Let's try shaders on medium. I think a mix between medium and high should do. Yeah, mid-high. Yeah, that should do. So let's call this mid-high. It's like a custom settings. And after that we are leaving. Tomorrow we're doing the 2 GB GPUs. That will be interesting. I want to see how low VRAM does against it. So tomorrow we have another Forza, yet another Forza live stream, but it will be a little bit earlier than today, I think. Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, tomorrow at around the same time as today, we're doing the 2 GB GPUs. I think that will be interesting. So yeah, I'm going to redirect you guys once this is over. And on Thursday, of course, GTA Trilogy Remastered, the day of redemption. Well, not redemption, the day of GTA. GTA date in Thursday. So yeah. And on Thursday, of course, the GTA Trilogy, the one and only. Hopefully it's not garbage. So yeah, there is something like FSR. Can you also check it? I already checked it on the 1050 Ti. It's not FSR, it's way blurrier than FSR. So my advice is to avoid that option unless you are at 1440p or 4K. You can lower the... it's below 900p on ultra quality. But at least on FSR, it's a little bit more forgiving with the visuals. Here it's super blurry. Green Dead Redemption, exactly. While it looks texture bad in this game, it's not looking bad. Some textures are broken though, on the license plate, on the 570. Okay, so medium to high. Let's see. Okay, yeah, still drops into the 50s. But I think this is better than just strictly medium settings. Although, yeah, not perfect 50. So yeah, medium settings on the 570, the way to go. Oh yeah, GTA San Andreas is coming to the Quest 2. Yeah, that's super... I'm super looking forward to that. It'll be so weird in first person. Que gamer, sí, se puede. Solo que bajar las texturas a alto. What would you play? Oh, never mind. What GTA should I test first on Thursday? San Andreas, GTA 3, or, well, I forgot about Vice City. My bad, hang on. I didn't forget, I just pressed the wrong button. And thank you so much, Limping Flame, for the 14 Indian rupees donation. He says, trees are blurry until I get close, what's the problem? That's probably the draw distance. It swaps to a different tree model. So yeah, it's not that they are blurry, it's that it's a different model entirely. As you can see there, it changes from a flat texture to a 3D model. So it's the draw distance. The developer said that the draw distance bug thing, it's a bug, and they are going to fix it. But I'm not entirely sure. Although those trees are popping in very close to the camera, yeah. So, one sec. Which GTA should go first? San Andreas, Vice City, 3. So yeah, the 970 is going to run faster, without a doubt. So I would say on the 570 do medium settings, crank up the anisotropic filtering, and let's try the night shadows on, just to see how it goes with FXAA as well. So yeah, medium with night shadows, and let's see if that gives us at least over 50. Do only San Andreas? Yeah, probably San Andreas is the one that's going to get the most votes. But what I want to do in the live stream is test GTA San Andreas. Once I get the best settings for that one, I jump on Vice City and 3. And then we do San Andreas. Because, oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, people want San Andreas. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, that's the most recent one of the 3. Although I have a very soft spot for Vice City. Vice City was my first one. But Vice City, the 3D models on the trailers and screenshots look terrible. You picked the wrong GPU, fool! All you got to do was to buy an MSRP, CJ. Yeah, don't buy from scalpers. Yeah, I said a bad word. Oh no. Ice City. Boys City. Yeah, I love the part of the train that when you miss the train, Big Smoke. All you got to do. Yeah. Thanks, Smurf FN. Well, thanks guys. I love Big Smoke. Big Smoke is hilarious. I'm sure PCSX2 will still look better than the remaster. Yeah, definitely medium with night shadows, bad idea. Just keep it on medium, guys. And you're good to go. That made me cry. I love that. I love two number 9s and number 9 large. Yeah, I want to see that in the remaster. That's probably hilarious in the remaster. There has to be memes embedded into the remaster. I can't wait for Tom Clancy's San Andreas. Oh yeah, the Vice City helicopter mission. Yeah, the minicopter mission. It's like the tiny planes mission in San Andreas. Yeah, the number 9 large. Would the 970 perform better than the 570? Yeah, it should. You should be able to do high on the 970. My 584 gigs on medium is performing worse than your 570 and the CPU is not the bottleneck. How much system RAM do you have there? Which MSAA option will be better in this game? I'd say 2 times MSAA is good enough. And the performance hit is very minor, so shouldn't be a problem. Marvel's San Andreas, GTA Spider-Man. Tom Clancy's GTA Marvel Andreas. Super Hot Edition, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Horizon. You know God of War 4 is coming to PC? Yeah, I'm going to check it out. It's funny because behind my face here, 60 frames per second average on medium settings with night shadows. So maybe if you don't mind some drops into the 40s in places with a lot of cars, like cities and all that, you should be getting 60 frames average, but it's going to drop into the 40s. So medium settings is the way to go if you want 60s almost all the time. So yeah, in Tom Clancy's Forza Horizon, my advice is the medium preset for the 570 to get 60s, and if you want 30s, do ultra settings but lower those textures to high and you're good to go. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, super impressed about how the game runs, especially on the Nvidia cards. But I need to fix the frame time stutter when targeting 60 frames. Lock it to 60 and you're good to go. And tomorrow we're doing this same game but on the 2GB cards, the 1050, the 750 Ti, the 1030, so I'll see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye! Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you. Love you all. Yeah, reinstall your GPU drivers. Your 580 should be much better in that regard. See you next time. Love you all. And San Andreas probably on Thursday will go first, so bye guys.